Okay, here we have the Ramset. This is probably the most used tool that we're using in framing for fastening our walls, all right? This replaced the old hammer and nail. Years ago we had to use concrete nails and a hammer to nail our walls to the floor. Not anymore. We've got this little beautiful tool right here. I always kiss my Ramset because that's how much I love this tool, because I no longer have to pound concrete nails into the concrete floor or into these concrete walls when I want to block nail something. Now the Ramset is made by, you can see on the side of the gun here, by Ramset. There's different versions of this gun. All right, this is one of the older models right here. This does not have a silencer on it, so you have to wear hearing protection when you shoot this particular model here. This gun here actually has a silencer on it, so you don't need to wear hearing protection when you shoot this particular model. They're very simple to operate. Let me show you how simple it is to load it. The first thing that you want to do is you want to load your nail. All right, they shoot nails. A power actuated gun that shoots nails, not bullets. So over here I've got 3 different sizes of nails. This 2.5-inch nail right here, this is what I'm using most of the time when I'm shooting my 2x4 walls to the concrete floor. And what you do, see the hole in the end of the barrel here, just slide your nail in, and these little fins, these orange fins here, they get pressed down firmly into the barrel, and that kind of sets it in there nice. You see I just have the point sticking out of the barrel there. And once I get my nail in there, now I can open the gun and I can put in my load. All right, these are called the load. Now these resemble a .22 bullet that you'd put in a gun and fire out of a pistol. The only difference between these and a .22 bullet is there's no projectile in the end. This is just the load of a .22. All right, still in the same casing, but without the load, the projectile rather on the end. So what you do is there's a hole inside here, inside the barrel. You stick your load in the hole there, all right, and then close the barrel. All right. Now, the gun is armed right now, but it shouldn't fire. Okay, it shouldn't fire. Now, just to prove that it won't fire, I'm going to point it at the ground in case it makes a liar out of me and squeeze the trigger. You can see the gun will not go off. The gun will not arm itself until I press it against something like this plywood here and press down. Okay, now the gun is armed. If I pulled the trigger now, the gun would go off. All right, when I pull it back up, again, it won't fire. Okay, so they're relatively a safe tool to operate. Now you want to make sure that when you are firing one of these, you most definitely have to have your safety glasses on. All right, you do not want to get anything in your eyes. These things can chip up the concrete, and you could get fragments of metal in your eye as well. So make sure you have your glasses on. And to demonstrate the power of the gun, I'm going to double check my load here, make sure it's in there. Okay, looks like we're set. I'm going to take a 2x4, and we use these to fasten 2x4s to steel poles. Now this is a solid steel pole. It's better than 1/8 of an inch thick of steel. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to shoot a 2x4 on here as if I were boxing this out for one of my clients. And that's what we do a lot. We frame around these with 2x4s. And what I'm going to do is I've got my 2x4 even with the column. I'm going to press my gun up against the center of the 2x4, and when I squeeze the trigger, it's going to fire the nail through the 2x4 and into the steel. All right, I'll pull that little fin off there, and you can see the nail is countersunk almost 1/4 of an inch into this wood. It's got my 2x4 pinched to the steel, and you're never ever pulling this off. Now we would go down through here and probably put 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 more in here to secure this the whole way. Right now it's just spinning on that nail, but that just put a nail through a solid piece of steel. All right, so if it's going to go through 2x4s and steel, you know it's going to go through 2x4 walls and into your concrete floor. And all you have to do is squeeze the trigger. What a beautiful gun, what a beautiful tool. You're definitely going to want to get one of these. Now this one without the silencer runs about $59, $69. The one with the silencer runs about $129, and you don't have to wear the hearing protection with this one. With the older model, without the silencer, you definitely have to wear hearing protection. But you're going to want to get one of these to fasten all of your 2x4 walls to the floor. If you do any block nailing to your walls to support walls where you can't tie into the floor joist, you're going to want to use it for that. And you're definitely going to want to have it if you are attaching 2x4s or 2x6s to the steel columns to box around your columns. So there you have it. Ramset, made by Ramset. Get it, use it.